What is up, RB gang? I am really B, of course, and I ain't did that in forever. Like forever, ever. If you are not new to my channel, you know I ain't posting no video like this in a minute. The last couple of videos I posted was Real Talk with Relly. So I have a talk show. I interview guests. I interview artists. I interview upcoming small businesses. I love it. I freaking love it. So you're gonna see more of that. Right now, that is on pause due to the fact that you read this title, so you know why I ain't recording no videos right now. Your girl face is fat. Shouldn't even be recording this. But we're gonna get into that, okay? We are going to discuss how I found out, how I told first of all, how I knew, how I told my family, how I told my baby daddy, symptoms I had. Yeah, basically we're gonna get into all that. If you're wondering why my face is fat, it's because I'm farther along than what this video should have been recorded at. So I'm catching y'all up from the beginning. I'm not telling y'all how many months I am right now because we're going to catch up to that. We got more videos coming, okay? All right, let's get into it. So first, let me just start by saying, y'all, I was trapped. I was trapped. I was trapped. And I was trapped. I planned out my whole 2023, okay? I'm like, okay, it's New Year's. Like, I sat down with my man, like, yeah, this is how this is going to work. Like, we sat there and talked about it. We discussed. I knew I wanted to go out of town for, what's it, my birthday. That ended up not happening, but that was the plan at the time. Then summer came around. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get engaged. Like he said I was getting engaged. Obviously, I didn't know what day or when it was coming, but I knew at the beginning of the year or the end of last year sometime that I was getting engaged. So, period. Then I'm like, okay, we're gonna move because we were gonna move that August from our condo to we wanted a house, but that didn't work out either. We'll get into that on another video. We did get another place though. And then we were gonna work on another kid because my baby was getting a little lonely. So I'm like, okay, I think it's time. We'll try for another kid close to the end of the year. Let me make it through the summer. We got some trips planned in September that we had to go on. Cool. I said pregnant in September. I never said May. I never said May. May comes around, homeboy, like, you know you pregnant. Let him tell her he was joking. I think he knew though, because he knew when I was pregnant with Brooklyn. I kept thinking I wasn't. He like, you know you pregnant. You know you pregnant. Did your menstrual cycle period come around? I'm like, no, it still got some days. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness, it got some days. But them days, it ain't feeling like we know when we're about to come on. Now, after I had my first child, it does be a little off where sometimes I don't know. So that's what I thought this month was going to be about. I said, let me just go take a test. Y'all, I took that test. And when I say I was stuck, I took it by myself. I waited till he left the house. I don't even think I had Brooklyn. I don't know where she was at. I don't even think I had my kid. But I went on and took the test. And I remember being in the bathroom stuck. So I'm going to insert that clip right here. So I just found out I'm pregnant. And have y'all ever been so happy about something but mad at the same time? That's how I feel. Like, I really don't know how to feel. I'm just like, I wasn't expecting it. I had this whole plan. And now my plan is ruined. So I'm like irritated. But then at the same time, it's like a blessing because I want Brooklyn to have another sibling. And that was coming. Just not this time. And it's time for 9 months, baby. Okay, so that's me in the bathroom, probably about to have an emotional breakdown. All I could think, and then let me tell y'all, first of all, I took the test while I was on break at work. I remember going back after I took it back to work. I talk on the phones. I remember my first call. I'm like, thank you for calling. Because I was basically crying. Like, I was so upset. And not upset, don't get me wrong. I am blessed to be able to carry kids. I was happy, but then I was sad because it's like I planned out everything. I didn't have this yet. I didn't go on my trips. I didn't move yet. Like, I still had stuff that I needed to do before we were supposed to work on that. So I was happy, but then I was irritated and sad at the same time. I didn't know how to feel. So, um, so that happened. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Do I tell him now? But I didn't want to just call him and tell him. And then I didn't want him to just come home and be like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So I called my mama. I called my mama. She gonna be mad. I'm putting her out there because she didn't want me to know that I told her first. But I told her first. I said, can you come over after work? So she was like, okay, you good? Can you come over after work? So she comes over after work. I show her. I said, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Now, the last time I was pregnant with my child, I didn't tell my mama for a good month. She found out same day because I was so like, what is going on? I ended up telling him 2 days later, because I ordered the shirt. So the short shirt said, I'm gonna insert a picture too of that, but the shirt said, Brooklyn had it on, and it said something about I had a secret to tell, and then it said I'm gonna be a big sister or something like that on the back. So there's a whole little video for that. He's gonna kill me if I show y'all that. But there's a whole little video where I call him. I put the shirt on her. I call him downstairs. I'm like, can you come here, please? I need help with. I told a story about something. He comes down. Brooklyn, of course, wants to play. So instead of him walking over to her or seeing the shirt, he picks her up. He playing. I'm like, oh shoot, he about to see it. He never seen it. He never. Men. So I finally, oh, I can't talk today, baby. I finally was like, ain't her shirt cute? So he like, oh yeah, that's cute. I got a secret. and and I'm like, he like, what's the secret? He turned around like, oh man. So of course he was happy because like I said, we did kind of plan it. It just wasn't the timing of it was wrong. Which he trapped me, so I think he was a little happier than I was while I was stuck. I said, yeah, you got me. So that happened. How I kind of knew was first, like I told y'all, the cycle never came around for the month that it was the day it was supposed to. Not that it be on the correct day anyway, but it never came around. My boobs with Brooklyn was on fire. And for those who don't know Brooklyn, sorry, I have a 3-year-old. Because y'all might be new. They were on fire. So my boobs this time was like, don't touch me. It's feeling like, I don't know, they just hurt it so bad. And so then I was kind of cranky. I was sleeping. This has been the sleepiest pregnancy I have ever experienced. I only experienced 2. But this one is, I be sleepy. I don't hold them up on the sleep now. So I was very sleepy. But that's pretty much all that I had experienced. I found out when I was 4 weeks. So I was 4 weeks. I took the one test. The day that I told him, I went and took a second one just to make sure before I told him. Just to confirm. So I wasn't sure. You know, the first test might be wrong. So I went to make sure. And I ended up taking the second test. Both obviously said positive. With Brooklyn, I think I found out at like 5 or 6 weeks. But I found out real early with this one. I told my family and my friends the same way. I sent them, not necessarily Brooklyn wearing the shirt when she's with them, but I sent them a picture. So for my family, I was sitting in the living room. I just sent the picture. First of all, let me tell y'all why I sent the picture. I was going to hold out, okay? This was such a peaceful pregnancy. I didn't want nobody to know. Give me a couple months. I blew up out of nowhere. So I had no choice to tell people because I was looking real on the stuff side. Like I was looking real stuff. Where they like, oh, she gaining weight. Like that's how I was looking. But I was going to hold them out. Girl. Or there might be some guys on here. YouTube. My mother couldn't hold a secret. She couldn't hold it. She's like, I just think you should tell everybody. I just think you should let someone know. I just think I can't hold it any longer. I can't. So all I know is I don't think I'm getting pregnant again. But if I do, baby, guess who can't find out right away? She couldn't find out right away, baby, because she was trying to tell everybody. So we were at an event at my cousin's house. I just sent the picture in the group chat, see everybody on their phones, but only one person noticed it and looked like, oh, congrats. And then everybody looked and wanted to say congrats. I did the same thing with my friends. I just threw the picture of Brooklyn in my group chat. And they all came back. And I think on that same day, I think I found out the gender. So I might have sent the gender stuff too that day for my friends. But they found out a little later than my family. But that's pretty much it. Basically, it's been a long road. This pregnancy hits way different than my girl. It hits way different than Brooklyn. It does. So they always say, I assume every time I got pregnant, like I said, it's only the second time, but I assume that each pregnancy was gonna be the same. Like I was cute with her. I was cute. They say that second child. Y'all see my face? Yeah. Nose spreading, like boobs is huge. They say the second child hit different, and it does. So that's all for now. It took me forever to make this video because like I said, I'll be tired. I do have a lot of more videos to post or record just to catch y'all up to where I am now. I think the next one we're gonna do is the gender one, where I show y'all or expose the gender or show y'all how I told my family and friends on that because I didn't want to do a gender reveal. And then we're gonna do some trimester update videos, and I got a lot of stuff to post. So I'm gonna catch y'all up, okay? But until then, make sure you go check out my other videos, my talk show, Real Talk with Relly. Check out my interviews on there and subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to quit my job and I just need y'all to watch me. Until the next video, RB Gang, y'all know I love y'all.